Have you ever heard of a lake that can turn animals into stone? At first, it sounds like nothing more than an old legend. But once you see the photos circulating online, it's surprisingly hard not to believe them. Birds frozen with their wings spread wide, bats lying motionless along the shoreline, and animals that look as if they've been turned into stone for thousands of years. These mysterious images have fascinated millions of people around the world. Many even believe that any creature that comes too close to this lake will eventually turn to stone. But could a place like this really exist? Or is there something else behind these terrifying images? Today, we're taking you to Lake Natron, one of Africa's most mysterious lakes. And by the end of this video, you'll discover the incredible truth behind one of nature's strangest mysteries. Lake Natron is located in northern Tanzania, near the border with Kenya. From a distance, it looks like an ordinary lake. But the closer you get, the stranger everything becomes. Scattered along its shores are birds that appear to have turned into stone, bats, flamingos, and the motionless remains of other animals. Almost everyone who sees them asks the same question. Did they really turn into stone? These haunting images became famous around the world after they were photographed by renowned photographer Nick Brandt. The photos were so convincing that they quickly gave rise to countless myths across the internet. Some people claimed the lake was cursed. Others insisted that anything touching the water would turn to stone within minutes. But why did so many people believe it? Here's what makes this story even more fascinating. Lake Natron is far from an ordinary lake. Its water is incredibly alkaline. In some areas, the pH level can rise above 10. During the hottest months of the year, water temperatures can reach nearly 60 degrees Celsius, or 140 degrees Fahrenheit. These are extremely harsh conditions for many forms of life. Some birds accidentally land on the lake. Smaller animals sometimes become trapped in this unforgiving environment. And that's exactly where the mystery begins to grow. Because the lifeless animals found along the shoreline really do look like stone statues. When you see something like this with your own eyes, it's easy to believe that something supernatural is happening. But scientists suspected there had to be another explanation. For years, researchers collected water samples from the lake. They studied its minerals, analyzed its unusual chemical composition, and carefully examined the remains of the animals found along the shore. The first results were surprising. The lake contained extremely high concentrations of sodium carbonate and other dissolved minerals. Scientists discovered that these minerals could gradually coat the bodies of dead animals with a hard mineral layer. But that still didn't answer the biggest question. Why did these animals look as though they had literally turned into stone? The answer was hidden within the lake's extraordinary chemistry. Contrary to the legend, Lake Natron does not turn living animals into stone. The real explanation is even more fascinating. When some animals die in or around the lake, the highly alkaline water and dissolved minerals slow down decomposition. As the water evaporates, minerals gradually build up around their bodies, creating a hard outer layer. That's why they appear to be made of stone. What we're seeing isn't true petrification. It's one of nature's most extraordinary preservation processes. For years, these haunting images convinced millions of people that something supernatural was happening. But in reality, there was no curse, no magic, just an incredible natural process, unlike almost anything else on Earth. But the story doesn't end there. Although Lake Natron seems deadly to many animals, it is also one of the safest breeding grounds on Earth for millions of lesser flamingos. Its extreme alkalinity keeps many predators away. That allows flamingos to nest and raise their chicks in relative safety. So what appears to be a deadly environment for one species becomes the perfect sanctuary for another. And perhaps that's Lake Natron's greatest secret. Nature often hides remarkable balance behind its most frightening appearances. And sometimes, the truth is even more incredible than the legend itself.